Hi, I'm Hilton, and today I'm going to show you guys how to replace the electronic brake switch on the Audi A6. And I'm actually filming several videos at once because in order to do this I have to take the center console out of the car. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to insert a video from my previous video showing you how to remove the center console. If you already know how to remove the center console, then skip to the part of the video that shows you just how to replace the electronic brake switch. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the back. I'm just going to take out the rear lighter. You'll see that there are two little holes on either side of your vents, and in order to access them you have to make sure that your vents are in this position like that. It does help to have these little hooks, and you can just buy a radio removal trim set in order to do this. And this little wire is just pretty much the same as the wires that attach to the air vents in the B pillars. Now the reason we remove the rear air vents is so that we can get to that bolt over there, and once you undo that bolt the whole armrest will come out. And in addition to that, we just need to release the cable that is attached to the lighter socket over here, and that is sitting over there. So I'm just going to see if I can press that tab and pull it out, and we have all the cables unplugged. So I just need a socket, and that looks like quite a big bolt, so I'll tell you what size it is now. It's a number 13 and it's pretty tight, but once you get it loose you can just undo it by hand, and then the armrest will be able to be removed. So now the armrest should be able to come out. Now if you have the phone kit or you got an SD card or whatever in your armrest, you will just have to unplug some cables here. So starting at the back here, we just need to get these mats out of the way, and that will reveal some of the screws we need to undo. Oh, there's some kind of oil in here. Wow, that's pretty gross. I see there's a screw missing over there, so I don't know what that's about. But this thing needs to be cleaned up. And this one has a little tab that you can grab to get it out. And I see there are no screws in there, so that's cool. But I do need to transfer this to the new one, and they're pretty dirty underneath, so I'm going to give them a good clean. And then I just want to lift this little one over here to see if there's a screw in there. There is no screw there, so that's cool. And I'm just going to remove the lighter as well. So we have one screw there, and there's supposed to be a screw in here, but that screw's missing. So if your screw's there, undo it. I just want to get the gear shift surround out. The best thing is to actually get the gear shift into the neutral position, but then your ignition has to be on literally all the time. And then we need to get this goodie unplugged from the center console, and we can just use our hand to do that. So that is out of the way, and I'm just going to put this to the side. I don't think it's necessary to unplug this, you can leave that. What I will be doing is I'm going to be transferring my MMI controls, this whole panel here, to the new one before I can put it back in place. And while I'm doing this, I'm also going to notice that there's ambient lighting going to the front lighter, or the front ashtray over here. And what I want to do is just tap into those wires for my ambient lighting box. So while I've got everything apart now, I'm going to splice that cable in as well. Now the last thing we got to do is just get the ashtray out, and there's the clear thing for the ambient lighting. Now there are two more screws over here that we need to get access to, and These screws are actually loose because this whole thing has been loose from day one. We need to take this entire piece off over here all the way to here so that we can get access to getting this out. And I'm going to undo these screws over here just so I can lift this piece to lift this thing out of its home. So I'm just going to pop this one out, and we have access to the screw. That's what it looks like. And as you can see, it's angled and it goes in a specific way. I've got the bolt out, I've got it loosened, and I'm going to just start on this side to pull all my clips out. Just get this out over here. And what I want to do is just move the passenger seat all the way to the back so we can get access in here. I've only released it up to this section over here, and there's the clip that goes in and under this piece over here. And I see there's another one here which took a bit of strain. I see it is a little bit bent, but anyway, that is what it is. And then there are just clips, like door clips, that pop into these holes over there, and they hold it in place. Then I'm just going to do the driver's side, and then I can start undoing all the bolts here on the center console, and then hopefully pull it out. Before I can pull it out though, I do have to get the gear shift into the neutral position, and that will enable me easier access to getting the whole thing undone. Right, so I'm just releasing the screws on the center console itself. Now before I can do the screws over here, I'm just going to put the car into neutral, and just remember, once you do that, you can't pull your key out the ignition. And these two screws are not T25 as far as I can see. There's something else, something smaller. I actually don't know what size this is. I just pulled one of my little tools out, and it is smaller than the T25, so this could be a T22. And just making sure they are loose. Before we can do anything here, I just need to undo this thing over here, and they do have place for you to get a trim tool in there. There we go. And take that out. Get to this screw over here, and this thing just unclips, and we need to just remove that T20 over there. I think it's a T25. Nope, it's a T whatever this was that took out the screws on that side. So I'm just loosening this one, and then this should come off the car completely. And I'm just putting these screws, I'm just putting my screws down there. Right, so I just want to show you guys, as you can see, I haven't pulled this thing out all the way, but what you got to do is this thing clips into some clips here at the bottom on this white bracket inside here. So you need to just get this loose, and once you get that loose, it should be able to unclip. So this whole thing can come out now, and I'm just going to place it down there on the seat with my armrest, and now we should be able to release the center console. I'm not sure if it has two more screws. No, it doesn't. Although there are places for screws here, but it doesn't actually have screws. And there are two screws that actually go in, one on this side over here and one on that side over there. And you can see there is the place for the screw. But my car, these are missing. So this thing has been out of the car at some point, and whoever took it out did not put all the screws back. So I'll see if I have screws like this, but I doubt it. Because these are screws that have the washers attached to them, and they're not self-tapping, they're pretty unique. I'm just going to undo the cables, and there are quite a few of them. So undid the lighter. Okay, well, I'm going to pull out the MMI plug first. Right, we have that one out. That's for the MMI. And then the parking brake. There we go. So now we can just lift this out. And there's still something else holding it. Is there another cable? Oh, yes, the cable for the ambient lighting. Now we can get this out of the car. Right, so I've got the center console out. Now, in order to change this park brake switch, you need to take the whole MMI control unit off your center console unit, which means removing this chrome trim in order to pull it out, because the chrome trim also plays a part in holding it in place, and it's got these tabs over here and there and there and there. So there's three there, three there, three there, and one down there, plus, you know, three there. You've got 12 of these little clips holding this chrome bezel in place, and they need to be undone. So you can pop it out, and then once you've got that popped out, you can undo the screws holding the MMI in place, and there's one there, and there's one there. I can't really remember. It's been so long ago since I did this, but I'm just going to remove these two screws and then see if we can pop it out. These in here, one has to be very, very patient and gentle, because if you break one of these clips, your chrome bezel is just not going to fit properly again. So I should be in a position now where I can get this MMI control out. I see there are two more screws over here, which I forgot about. So I'm just going to undo those. And then this thing should come out. To see if we can use our hands to get this one out. And then the MMI should pop out of its hidey hole. There we go. Now we have access to these two screws holding this shoddy looking park brake in place, and this is why I'm replacing it, because it was all worn off and I tried to paint it with chrome, and well, that didn't go very well. So I'm just going to take it off, and in fact I think before I do that, I'm just going to test the new one to see if it works. Yep, it is working. Undo this screw. It's the same size screw as all the others. And I just take note of where I put the screws so that I use the same screws from where they came. It's always advisable, because even though they're all identical, one wants to make sure that, there we go, we got this off. You want to make sure that they go back onto the same plastic that they came from. So this one has a nice little rubber grommet thing around it. So this screw came from here, and I'm just going to use my hand to get it in there and just make sure it's lined up properly. And there we go. Just undo and redo. There's a definite stop to the screw, so you know when it's tight. And there we go, a new electronic park brake switch. So all I have to do is the reverse, get it back in the center console, and put the screws back. So to be clear, there are 4 screws holding the MMI controls in place, and it's that one, that one, that one, and that one. So there we go. Now all I have to do is put the chrome bezel back, so it's fitting nice and flush. Just got to wipe my fingerprints off it now, and now I can get it back into the car. So this is my new e-brake switch, and I think compared to that one it looks way better. Just looks neater now on the center console, and overall it doesn't look so grubby. So I've got everything back in, and I still have left this apart because what I'm going to film now is installing my USB for my Android head unit. So that will be in another video. I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next one.